Hello friends, this is Kelsey, the Bookings and Membership Coordinator from Explore and More, the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Children's Museum. While I've been at home, I've been getting really creative, and I thought I'd share one of the projects that I've been doing at home with you. So today I have made a simple one-page book, and all you need for this simple project is one piece of paper and some scissors. If you need help using scissors, make sure you have an adult in the room with you, but you'll just be making one simple cut in your paper. So to start, we're going to fold our paper in half. I've always called this hamburger style. So I'm going to fold my paper just over the top, match up my lines as best as I can, and create a nice sharp crease. Now for this project, we want to make sure that we do all of our creases in both directions. So I folded it one way. I'm going to simply unfold my paper and fold it again on the same line in the opposite direction. And that will make our book nice and easy to open once we get to that step. Once I've reopened my fold, I am now going to match the short edge of my paper to that center fold line. What I love about this project is you don't have to use a computer-sized piece of paper. If you have any extra large paper at home, or if you have an odd square piece of paper, you can use that too. So just like we did before, after meeting that in the center, I'm going to fold my fold in the opposite direction, just like earlier. There we go. Now we're going to do that one more time with the opposite short side of our paper. If you're working with a square, you can just do it with the same sides of your paper. Make that nice sharp fold, run my fingers along it, make it nice and sharp. And now I'm going to fold it one more time in the opposite direction. If you can believe it, we're on to our last fold. So I'm just going to take a long edge of my paper and meet it with the opposite long edge of the paper. Again, I'm going to run my fingers along it, make a nice sharp crease, and then fold it in the opposite direction. Your paper should look a little like this. Now, it's time to cut our paper. I do have a piece that I created before making this, just to show us where our folds and cuts should be. So all of my dotted lines should be the folds that you have in your paper, and we're going to make a cut right along that red line. Now to get there, I'm going to take my piece of paper, this one here, and I'm going to fold it hamburger style one more time. Now I'm going to take my scissors and run them right up the center of my paper until I meet that first fold. Just like that. So it should be able to swing in both directions. Now that I have my paper, I'm going to hold it in this direction. Create a little box with the opening. Match my folds in the center so it makes kind of like a big plus sign. Now once I have that plus sign, I'm going to bring all of my pages to one side, creating the binding for my book. So I'm going to match this one to my right hand, and that last cover page can bend to my right hand as well. Just like before, I'm going to run my finger along that final fold to make it extra sharp. And we have our completed book. So you'll notice that there are folds in some of your pages. If you choose to, you can cut those folds to open them up, but I feel that it makes the book really sturdy. So as you turn your pages, you'll notice that you'll have about 6 pages to do some work on. From the first example that I showed you, you'll notice that I created a small cover. That would be something that if you have some colorful paper at home, you could easily add to your project. I had a map here from an old project that if you wanted to, you could just add glue to each side of your book and cover your project, just like this one. For inspiration, I know at home I created a little book about spring. I've been watching all of the plants and animals that have coming into my yard now that the snow's starting to melt. So here I've been just drawing some of those things that I've been seeing in my yard. So maybe you can do the same for inspiration. Thank you so much, and remember this creative craft time was brought to you by Explore and More, the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Children's Museum.